Hi Capricorn, welcome. So Capricorn, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's go ahead and get started. So Capricorn, when I was meditating on your energy, I was getting messages around the dream state. And so pay attention to your dream state, FYI. It might be heightened, especially since we just had a full moon and it is your birthday season. And I don't know why, but I always feel like more in tune, or things seem clearer to me. My intuition seems to be sharper when it's around my birthday season, which I'm a January baby. I'm an Aquarius, but I'm close to the cusp of Capricorn, if you guys didn't know that. But you may be feeling similar energy where you're just feeling more aware, okay, of your surroundings, aware of what is going on with your intuition, and maybe even getting clarity and insight around this relationship or relationships in general. I was also getting a really specific song that I haven't heard in a really long time, so you may be familiar with this song, but she says, "What I am is what I am, and what you are or what." I think that's the words. I could be wrong. I haven't heard it in a while. What I am is what I am. Really interesting song. I can't even say I know what that song is about. You may be familiar with it. If so, put it in the chat. You may also randomly hear that song. And or what I'm getting symbolically from that is like, take me as I am, right? This is a time to embrace your full self, Capricorn, to appreciate all of who you are. Some of you might just be in that state of mind too, of like, this is what it is, you know, or this is who I am, like deal with it, you know? So take it as it resonates, Capricorn. And that could also be how the cross watcher or the person you're connecting with, how they're feeling. So again, feel free to swap it if you need to. So the overall energy here is the 6th house, Virgo energy for some of you. You may have that in your chart, and or it's just the influencing vibes. So this is talking about work, details, health, well-being. It is the New Year's, so a lot of people, I don't know if you've set any New Year's resolutions, Capricorn, but I feel this fresh energy coming through in 2023 for the collective, for all of us. And I feel like this might be a good time to set new goals for yourself for the upcoming year, especially as it pertains to like your daily rituals, but also your work and the details of your life, right? This person, or sorry, your crowning energy is the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about trusting your intuition. That's what I was saying earlier. Also Taurus energy for some of you. It's about having faith, trust, knowing that things are going to work out. Not paying attention to the details, but I also heard don't overthink the situation. Actually, I'm feeling that if you're putting your focus onto getting more organized, your health and well-being, work, things that you have a lot of control over, that is actually helping to increase your vibration or mitigate something that you have going on energetically when it comes to relationships. So it's almost like taking your focus and placing it on the things that you do have control over somehow also help soften any issues you might be having around relationships, right? Because it's all connected. Our mind likes to compartmentalize work, you know, home, relationships, but energetically speaking, it's all intertwined, right? And how all of those areas of your life are doing is largely based on how good you are at allowing the energy to flow, of staying in a good state of mind, and or how much you're struggling, going against the flow, resisting what you have going on, not paying attention to how you feel. So it's all about paying attention how you feel, Capricorn, as we go through your birth month. The person you're connecting with is the Page of Wands. This is talking about new ideas, creativity. It also talks about freedom. So I feel like you and the person you're connecting with are both looking to enhance something in your life right now. And this person may also be going through this phase where they are wanting some sort of fresh start or new beginning. It could pertain to the connection, absolutely, but it could also pertain to their work, their health, their well-being, etc. So I keep getting one part of that song. She says something about me in the shallow water before I get too deep. Don't let me get too deep is what she said. So I don't know if there's like, don't let me get too deep. So there's this message here too about like keeping things light, surface level, not letting things get too deep. And I can't tell if that's coming from your energy, Capricorn, or the person you're connecting with, but take it as it resonates. So let's see, we're going to go into the recent past, what led up to the now. We're also going to look at your perception, how you're perceiving each other, how you both genuinely feel underneath it all, and most likely future outcomes. Also, check out my new background. I am back in my home. So, FYI, this is my new space. All right, so the Chariot, the King of Wands in the recent past, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So it looks like to me, Capricorn, that there has definitely been some movement forward here towards your passions, okay? There looks like that, my goodness. Okay. I was getting a message here about like going into clearer water. I keep getting messages around water too. I don't know if water, if you're near a body of water, or you could benefit from being near a body of water, or maybe you need to drink more water. I'm not really sure, but I keep getting messages around that. But it's like there's this movement forward here and this passion and this resolute type of mentality, and then yet not really sure where you're going, not really sure if where you're headed will provide you everything that you need, if there'll be still waters or clear waters, or will it be muddy waters? Will it be something more than you can handle? I feel like there's a lot of like questioning going on in the Capricorn energy that doesn't really need to be there, because I feel like whatever it is that's on your path, whether it's pertaining to this person or towards another area of your life, there is a resolution here, right? There is movement forward, there is progression. There's also this confidence boost that wants to come in. And so it's like, as we go throughout your birth month, you have some choices to make, but these are good choices, right? Like, I feel like for some of you are having a hard time deciding, you know, what would be best for you, what would feel right to you. Maybe a little bit of going back and forth with that energy, Capricorn, but I feel like stay steady with the course because you're on the right course here. Let's see what this person has been dealing with leading up into the now. Whoa. Oh. Okay, so Two of Wands, Seven of Cups. Holy cow. Whoa, whoa, that was way more than I bargained for. Okay, so Five of Cups and the Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Wands. So Capricorn, there's something that's been going on in this person's energy that's been emotionally draining them. But I feel like, oh gosh, I just got a song. Wake me up before you go, boy. Random, take it or leave it, that may resonate with someone, but it's like, okay, so there's some sort of wake-up call here for this person after a period of really feeling emotionally drained, doing some self-reflection. This is around what they're committed to or the relationship. There's been a lot of confusion as to where things are headed, and yet there's this spark being lit in this person's energy that is wanting to pull them more towards the direction of what feels best to them, where their passion is at, where their desire is at. This person wants to, it's like they want to pop out of this funk or this energy that they've been through. And I heard backslide. So they had some sort of emotional, what felt like to them a backslide, like going backwards emotionally. But really what it is just like this person is needing to feel out their emotions and to look at their beliefs, because I'm also hearing there is a hindering belief that holds this person back. Okay, so a hindering belief is a thought. First of all, beliefs are just thoughts you keep thinking. A lot of people think beliefs are facts, But no, not really. It's just repetitive thoughts or something you've been taught that's been ingrained in you, but doesn't necessarily make it factual, right? As really there's only a few factual laws in the universe, law of gravity, law of attraction being the two major ones. Everything else is largely just changeable, opinionated energy. So this person has a repetitive thought or a belief, which is the same thing, that doesn't serve them, meaning it is working against them, and it has to deal with relationships and or commitments, and it's draining them energetically, it's draining them emotionally. The way that they're thinking about that, or maybe even thought about the connection in the past, is somewhat draining this person. And so they're being kind of pushed to re-examine, okay, some of those self-limiting beliefs. Let's go into perception and what you're both currently thinking in the now energy when it comes to the connection. I don't know where that song came from. Wake me up before you touch What a random song, right? All right, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. So you have two completions here. Okay, karmically speaking, and the Strength card, Leo energy for some of you. So Capricorn, it's really interesting that this is a relationship reading, but I'm getting messages that have to deal with more so the 6th house of work, details, and money. But I'm being reminded that it's all interconnected, right? So I'm just going to give the message as it is. There could be something going on that's really draining energetically, and it may affect your foundation, right? Your security, for some of you, your money. There could have been a drain on that for a while. There's some sort of karmic lesson to learn around energy exchange and money, because money is simply energy. Everything in the universe is just energy, right? And don't get me wrong, I know we live in the taste, touch, feel arena where you have a dollar bill or you don't, right? But how money flows to you, how opportunities come to you, how jobs come to you, how the right person comes to you, the right timing comes to you, is all energy. It's all about your attraction point. And that's where wealth and abundance comes from, is doing the inner work. So if there's been some exhaustive thinking around finances or your security, meaning like you're thinking thoughts that are in opposition of what you're wanting to create, then this is a time to really mitigate that, to really think about that, Capricorn, and get your mind right, right? So if you've been focused on not having enough, or a lack mentality, or just bumping up against the grain, not enjoying what you do for a living, not allowing yourself to be present in the present moment, this is a time to look at that. And that's what they're saying the fresh start needs to be around. The guidance really is a lot to focus on you, not this connection, but again, it's going to benefit your relationship life or this connection. Okay, they're saying, trust me. So it's like they want you to put more focus on the energy aspect of setting yourself up to attract to you what you're needing when it comes to security, finances, and work. And somehow that also affects relationships. And so what I mean by that is thinking and allowing yourself to feel abundant thoughts. No matter what it is that you do for a living, or even if you don't do anything for a living, you can still generate money through the law of attraction by simply feeling rich, feeling worthy, walking around and not waiting for the evidence, to feel worthy, but just feeling worthy as you are right now. You know what I mean? Because that's how you manifest. And okay, so they're also saying, begin there. But as you develop that sense of worthiness and you practice those thoughts, it also starts reining in when it comes to love life. But the focus doesn't need to be on love life in order for your love life to improve. Really interesting, right? So anyways, sorry, random message. When it comes to this person, I just keep getting the word exhausting or exhausted. There could be something really exhausting going on too when it comes to this relationship or relationships in general. But it's like, it's making you stronger, right? Like, I know people don't like to hear that, but it really is, Capricorn. So stay the course. What is this person's, what do they have going on? 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, the Chariot. So I feel like I got the term mind F. Mind fuck. Okay, I said it. Some sort of, I don't know if you heard that. And this person has a lot going on in their mind. Okay, let me just say that. But there's some sort of struggle here. Like, this is feeling really conflicted and burdened and insecure and not really sure what the future holds. And yet it's almost like sometimes life puts us in uncomfortable situations so we can better clarify without a doubt what we do not want, so we know without a doubt what we do want. And it's almost like things are getting really uncomfortable for this person energetically or spiritually or emotionally, to the point that it's almost pushing them to change. You know, sometimes, especially as creatures of habit, it's not always easy to push ourselves to change. So the universe has this funny way of conspiring events, right, that create change, whether we want it or not. And I feel like this person is just kind of tied up, not physically, obviously, but in an emotional way, to where they're almost like, I just cannot, I don't want to feel this way anymore. And so it's pushing them towards some sort of new avenue or some sort of change that maybe they've been resistant of, maybe they've dwelled for too long. This person has a tendency to also dwell on what's wrong, you know, and they really need some self-reflection on that, I feel. But it's like helping them to, it's like when you can't make a choice, the universe or other people make the choice for you. You know what I mean? So it's like this person has been in this state of mind where it's been difficult for them to see the answer and therefore not really make changes or choices. But yet this uncomfortable energy is at the same time pushing them to do anything to get out of it, do anything to feel better, you know, and the encouragement is not for this person to go to desperation or to do any impulsive moves, okay, but instead to self-reflect and to get into a better feeling space and then see what comes to them. So let's see what's going on an emotional level. Although I feel like if this person isn't a spiritually practiced person, this energy may get so uncomfortable that they may do something impulsive. You know, they may act out of discomfort as opposed to act out of alignment. Okay. So let's see what's going on in the emotions underneath it all. The 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Woo. And the Page of Pentacles. So in the emotional space, Capricorn, wow, your energy is looking better and better as we go through the reading. So there's an opportunity here to reconcile something if you so choose, okay, or to work on something with others. There's also, they want to bring me back to work again. There's an opportunity here to collaborate or to bring in other people when it comes to working on something. And it could even be a project. It doesn't even have to be what you do for a living. Or bringing someone in, say, for advice on health and well-being, things of that nature. They keep wanting to show me that as an opportunity here for you to grab. When it comes to this relationship, I do feel that you're committed to continue to work on yourself, but a lot of you also feel committed to give a chance to this, to work on this, to reconcile things, or to, at minimal, you know, want to see things work with this person. You're in this very work-oriented energy. And again, it doesn't have to be regarding the job. It's just like wanting to work on yourself, wanting to work on things, needing to maybe work on your home, or I don't know, take it as it resonates. They just keep giving me that word. Like, I feel like you're in this space right now where you're looking to repair, or you're feeling up to the challenge of repairing something, or continuing to build on something if there's nothing necessarily to repair. And it could be after a time where you went through a tough time, a karmic lesson here that ultimately made you stronger, but it may have also exhausted you. So let's see what this person is feeling emotionally. Six of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Six of Cups. And the Tower. So, I just got a song. I can't change. He says don't stray, stay at home. Native Tongue is the name of that song. Anyways, all right. On an emotional level, I feel like Capricorn, this person is looking for solutions when it comes to their security, their finances, their work, their stability, any of the above or all of the above. And yet, there's something here that they don't want, oh my gosh. This person is really resisting some sort of change, okay? They really would benefit from change, but they're in this space of not wanting change. There's something from the past that they're holding on to that is bound to change and transform, but they're not in acceptance of it, or they're in some sort of resistance to it. And it's making it super uncomfortable when it doesn't need to be as uncomfortable as it is. But it's a lot to do with their perspective and their belief structures around how things work. Meaning, like, I feel like this person believes that whatever they had in the past was better than where they're headed or where they're at now, not even realizing that, we only ever have right now, right? So you got to make the best of where you're at right now regardless, but also we're continually expanding. Things are always getting better and better and better as we go through our lifespan, but it's our ability to keep up with that perspective that determines whether we have a good life or a bad life, and when people get stuck in the past and they reminisce the past, they totally negate their now moment. And the now moment is the only life that you're living, and it causes a lot of resistance, it causes angst, it pulls you backwards, it causes faster aging, because they're not keeping up with who they're becoming. They're attached to who they used to be. And it's also about life experience. They are not keeping up with where they're currently at because they're too focused on what was or what has happened or what has occurred up until now. And that is hindering this person. And yet it's not going to stop things from moving forward or changing, because we have to move forward, right? So it's like the universe is really trying to, or this person's guides and whatever, their intuition is trying to guide them to, what are you passionate about right here, right now? How can you make the best of where you're at right here, right now? And this person catches glimpses of that, and then they get pulled right back into their own suffering. But it's on an emotional level, and it's because where their mind is going, there's a resistance here to letting go of something from the past or change. So let's go into the most likely future outcomes then, which can all be changed with free will. All right, I'm just giving you a snapshot. Capricorn. You have the Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. the Moon, the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So Capricorn, I feel like you're more in the state of allowance, like letting things go. If you've been holding on to something, I feel like at least during your birthday season, you're willing to let it go. There's a lot of emotions and a lot of things to be learned yet, right? And also things to be taught when it comes to relationships and commitments. And this is a time to follow your intuition in regards to that and to be at ease about it, okay? There's some sort of new opportunity that's coming through, and it has to deal with commitments, right? And or your belief structures. But it's like, also, if you've been looking for a peaceful resolution, I feel there's an opportunity to manifest that during this time frame, if you're open to it, if you're willing to. And it's interesting because these two cards are about the dream state, and I want to go back to the original message that I got. There is... There's two cards about paying attention to your dream state, but also about like resting easy, being easy about things. You know, not getting all tense, not letting yourself pull yourself backwards on an emotional level, to trust, you know, in the divine timing, and that things really are going to work out. And they kept giving me that word, work, work, work. But what they mean is work out. It will work out. Like the universe will find a way to bring you the solutions to whatever it is that you're looking for on an emotional, spiritual, physical level, whatever, you name it, as long as you can stay in the flow. And I feel like for the most part, at least the Capricorns I'm connecting with, you are doing a good job of mitigating that and staying in the flow. This person is struggling, okay? But it's also sparking something in them that's pushing them to the next level. They're going about it through the path of most resistance because they're reluctant. They're reluctant to change. And so it feels more difficult than it needs to feel for this person, where I feel like you're kind of feeling out your path of least resistance by getting into this more cooperative energy here, Capricorn. So let's see where this person is headed. Nine of Wands, Queen. Okay, I got this in another message, but I heard bicycle or another zodiac sign. A bicycle, bicycle. Is that Queen? I don't know. I'm getting all these songs. It's about a bicycle. Anyways. So don't change. Yes, that's what he says. So don't change. This person is afraid of change, or that you're going to change, or something's going to change that they don't want. All right, so see how you're in surrender mode, and the first card that pops out for this person is guard up, defensive mode. Yeah, you're both in like different, totally different energetic vibrations at the moment. Okay, of course that changes because energy changes every second, but it's like, I have another song. She's an easy lover. She's like no other. What the heck? I only take these songs if they are resonating. That one was from the 80s, I believe. I don't know what that one's about. Anyways, never again. Weird. Okay, sorry, I gotta move past it. That was coming through. Something about never again. All right, so what in the world? The first thing I got, and I selfish. Something about being selfish. I don't know if that's how like this person is viewing you, or that's how you view them, or that's how someone is feeling, like they're afraid of being selfish or something. But I don't know how I got that from this card combination, but that's what I heard. So I'm just going to tell you exactly what I feel and put the cards down. There's something disorienting going on in this person's energy, and it makes it hard for them to be able to make decisions, to see things through, to move forward in the way that they really truly want to. They have to do the inner work, right? Like, I think the easy thing for us to do as human beings is to just kind of tackle it with our physical body, or maybe even tackle a problem with our mind. But all that does is grow the problem, and it's the path of most resistance. When really, if you could get to the heart of what's really going on and soften and feel it out on an emotional and intuitive and thought level, that's where the real solutions are. That's where the sustainable solutions are. And this person is grappling with the fact that they have yet to come up with a solution, but they're looking outside of themselves for it, and they're going about it the hard way. And that's the cause of most of their problem. They need to kind of go within and ask themselves, what thoughts do I think on a daily basis that prevent me from being able to allow the solution in, and also to allow a better feeling body, a better feeling mind. Like, first of all, it feels terrible in their energy when they get all wrapped up in the emotion of something because of the way that they're thinking about it. But in a way, it's like this pain, the pain that is motivating them. On an intuitive level, they know this, but on an ego level, they don't. They are not realizing their part in things. They are not maybe even fully aware that they do not need to suffer the way that they have been allowing themselves to suffer through the way that they think. I was listening to a podcast the other day about spirituality and addictions. And one of the ladies that was speaking, she said, I went into AA, and the first thing they taught me was that I didn't really have an addiction the way that I thought I did. I didn't have a problem with alcohol. I had a problem with my thinking, which all problems begin in the mind, period. Of course, alcohol doesn't make it better. But what she was saying is the problem wasn't with, and this is true of everything in life, the problem wasn't with anything that she was doing outside of her. That was a product of what the actual problem was. The actual problem was the perspective that she was holding and the belief patterns that she had about herself. And not realizing that a belief is just a thought you keep thinking, but it's not necessarily the truth. So if it hurts to continually think that thought does not serve you. And you're best to move away from that. And I don't know why that example is coming up, other than maybe you could benefit from it, or maybe this person could benefit from hearing that. Like, it begins in the mind, right? There's things, I guess, that this person still needs to process on an emotional level. But the thing is like, change is coming whether they want it or not. So the only thing resisting change is going to do is make it really uncomfortable for them emotionally, but it's still going to change, right? So it's like they could either come into acceptance with that, which will put them in the flow, and know that whatever change they've called into their life is for their highest good, which will put them in the vibration of faith. And this whole thing will turn around for them. But if they cannot do that, they're going to create lack, issues, problems, defensiveness. It's like they'll reach for something, and right behind whatever they're reaching for, another problem, something to worry about. Because the vibrational work hasn't been done. It's like they make progress and then get in their head about it, or it's like there's a solution presented, but then they don't know what to do with the solution, or they immediately find an issue with it. And they just get in their own way a lot, you know? When really, and they can't get it wrong, right? I'm not saying like this person is doing anything terribly wrong. They're just going about it the difficult way. The universe and their guides are going to bring them to the solution. Whether it takes 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, it don't matter. You know, we're eternal, so we got time. But they're going to find their way. But they're having trouble finding their way, Capricorn. Now, you over here, you're being called to also trust, but there's this very cooperative, workful, helpful energy that's steaming or coming from your end of things because you've learned your lessons. I feel like you're a little bit wiser than this person. Now, I'm not saying on all topics, but on certain topics, like I feel like your energy is presenting as someone who's kind of lived and learned and kind of knows better. And I'm not saying this person doesn't, but right now they're so caught up in the emotion of something, they are not necessarily seeing it with logic, okay? Whereas you're in a better, looks to be energy space. So let's see what the guidance is. You have embraced the moment. This person has a child's love. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel the negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This might be harder than you think. What is actually happening is you're changing your energy. Absolutely, Capricorn. This person has a child's love. The love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections. Children start out as a part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So really interesting, this person got a message about children. Children could be a part of this equation or affecting this person, but it could also be something that their relationship with their inner child or their parental structures that has set up some of these hindering beliefs, possibly. But it's like their message is to kind of reconnect with that inner child within them that knows it's good, that knows its worth, that has that love, right, to give self and others. So yeah, both of you being encouraged to embrace the moment and to connect with that part of yourself. Wow, Capricorn. I didn't mean to go that in depth with it. This is a really long reading, but that's how the messages was coming out. So I hope this resonated with you. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. I have Virgo, I have Leo, Cancerian energy, Taurus, Aries, Leo again, Taurus again, Pisces. That song is playing in my head. I'm going to go look up what that song is. Anyway, Scorpio energy, ADD. Okay, Virgo again, Aries again, Taurus again. But take it as it resonates, guys. It's a general reading. If it did resonate, like I said, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.